Hey Pooh, how's it going? Sticks, what's up? I'm gonna go grab some tea. I'm not feeling it today, guys. I think I might just, I don't know. I'll talk about it when I get back here. I got really burnt out yesterday, and I'm like super concerned that I'm gonna burn myself out with the art stuff. So I need to get a template going. But I'll come back with the iPad and everything like that, and show you what I got and what I need to do. Because I think if I just get the template figured out, I can send it to Sticks. And even Sean was saying he wanted a copy of it, so that basically you can start pumping out your own characters if you want to, and we can try to integrate them into it, see what they look like. But and also just test that everything's working right. In reality, I'm not really that far away from finishing this. So I think I'm getting like some blues. I think I'm being bluey. I've got some blues. Let me go get some tea. We'll be right back. Is it playing? Oh, the iPad. Let me get that. Okay, I'm getting them over to my phone so that I can then send it to I know what you should do. Do you want to know what you should do? What is that? Don't you know? Palia? Why will not it send? Why will not it send? Is it on PC? Yeah, everybody. Oh! Do you have a referral code you can give me? Just so you get credit. Thank you, kind sir. I said, oh, thank you, kind sir. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, thank you, kind sir. Submit. Yes, I do want it to remember the password. And... okay, now download game. Download. Oh! Gotta download the launcher. Here we go. Everybody needs some time. Gotta get psyched. I gotta scroll down. I agree. With this check mark, I thee wed. Okay, and then let me show you the art. Everybody needs some time. My nose has a scar for which there is no recovery. It's called getting old, being out in the sun. Everybody. And here's what we did. Let me bring it in. Is it... why is it reloading Krita? It's already loaded. All right. So this is my vector art. This is where we're at. The eyes are wrong. But this is where we're at. I pooped my pants last night. Mm-hmm. And taco bowls. Aren't these supposed to be jaunty celebratory songs? I always imagined them as sea shanties. A sad dwarven shanty song. It is, huh? Does somebody have like an uplifting version of it? Mm-hmm. Tacos, burritos, nachos, taquitos. On Taco Bells. Nachos they eat. Burritos. Quesaritos. Almost. And tacos too. Bro, why is it not? So this could be rounder. We got to make that actually looks like fur. But this is the template that we started to build out yesterday. Right here. So if we get rid of the sketch, this is the actual bone layout right here. I guess so. What is it? Exclamation point songs request. Oh, okay, so it rasterizes when we resize. Okay. All right, here we go. That is our rasterized. It's looking good. Okay. So again, we came from this. Got to this. It's the eyes that are wrong. The eyes are wrong. What size is our canvas? Oh, what happened to the canvas? Why are we the wrong size? Oh, am I the wrong size? Is it me? Are we the baddies? Here we go. Jump on it. Okay, so I like the squish look, so we might want to keep that squish look. Do do do. Get on. Jump on it. Jump on it. Wow, 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 wow. Not sure how to delete the vector stuff in this. Already starting to reference things. Boom, boom, boom. So if we flatten a layer, flattens a letter. Now we can delete. Nothing. You know what's funny about this song? Because Street Fighter is all like regional. There's nothing about this that says USA to me. It's really strange. It's a good song though. All right, there's our head. It does. Stupid. I can't use the dropper outside the program. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Whoa, what happened here? What'd you do to my colors? What'd you do to my colors? What happened to the colors? Why is it so different? Why did it add all this detail to everything that wasn't there originally? What is going on? It's like creating pixels that aren't there. Oh, you know what? It's not copying the sprites. It's doing. This is doing some sort of compression when I copy. Are you serious? Are you for real? There we go. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. You know what reminds me of that? Let's see. I don't know what he's doing. The sounds get drowned out. Like, we got to figure something out about that. I think I need one of those tools to pipe the audio around and do some stuff with it. Got to bring him in. He's been getting better and better. He's a good boy. He's going to be a great dog. If this is how he is as a puppy, I mean, he's got his things, you know, but he's so nice to my mom. He loves my mom. We were worried at first. He kind of got a bad impression of her and was growling at her and stuff, but now he's all about her. I think they're boyfriend and girlfriend, actually. Yeah, my friend liked hardcore a lot. I don't know that it's my jam. But I did like I was like in near the hardcore space, but all the annoying aspects of it, except for the do. But all the like all that stuff. This is how you describe techno. All right, well we'll keep this. Wait. Whoops. Oh God, are those? Oh no. How do I delete those? Oh Lord. Lord, I have made a mistake. Oh, there we go. And there's like little leftovers everywhere. Well, you get the idea. So I should have locked that layer before I started painting. Because I'm an idiot. Come on, let me paint. Why does this happen? Ah, there's a marquee running. Marquee! Leave it to the French to screw up my drawings. I'm kidding. It's Colin. It's the spirit of Colin. R.I.P. He's still alive, I think. I am the crappy artist. You need some programmer art, baby? You want it? You want that programmer art? Oh, yeah, baby. You want that? Yeah, baby. All right, let's get that programmer art. Oh, yeah. I love that programmer art, baby. Focus from your DJing. So I don't think the lines are thick enough either for the style I want and how they're going to look on the screen. So that's also something to consider. How's everybody doing today?
You needed me to do something?
What?
You needed me to do something here.
You're going to need your phone.
I have it.
Okay.
What do I go to on the phone for that?
Security, look up security.
Of course I have to. You don't know that. I'm making jam and a pie right now.
Muffin job. Excuse me? It's bagleuse. He says, Pooh says, best of luck on the muffin job.
Thank you.
Bagleuse. Bagels? It's bagels. Zai calls them bagleuse. Okay. Do you know, can you access the share drive from this as well?
Okay, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. So I'm making the blackberry jam.
Okay.
Hopefully it turns out okay. It doesn't give us much.
There it is. It's under team folders. Okay. All right. So here's the part. Okay. Here's the part with this whole thing that that has me the most head scratched. And this is for the template as well. Because I have to provide something for people to be able to break down the individual leg part, the individual like upper leg, lower leg, the two arm elements, the chest, the head, all that stuff, right? But there has to be some amount of overlap. And that's where I'm confused. And I'm like, I don't know how to provide that for people. Like some sort of indication of you need to repeat the other side of this so that when the joints bend, they don't look weird, right? Or there needs to be some way to indicate that. But for now, let's just work on, we're going to keep going and we're going to go with chest. So now we're going to get the chest to look like that. Why is it I'm suddenly able to delete the vector art in here in Mia, but not in Mia? Actually, I think you should just make overlapping rectangles for the skeleton. When we do that, weird things happen. And also because we don't know what art we're getting, we can't presume where the bins should be at, like how we should favor certain elements. So we're breaking up them into individual sprites. Wow. What happened to our vector? With overlapping rectangles. But that's what I mean is, so that's the problem is I don't know where to place those. So I can send you this. This is what we got so far. Rockin' and rollin'. Down to the street I'm going. But the seagulls poke at my head. Stop that. Seagulls. Stop that now. Skeleton only. Skeletor only. Ah! He-Man! Back at it again, huh? Down to the beach I'm strolling. There she goes. Stop that. She goes. Stop that now. Oh, here's our bagel logo. There's no background on this, but that's the logo. I think my insistence on making it clean has helped create the air of being much larger than we are. Because people are talking like we're like a bagel house now. It's like, no, it's just from the home. But whatever. We won't. It's if you want to think that, that's fine. Go find the art. Down to the beach I'm strolling. There we go. You're not on Telegram. I was going to throw it to you at Telegram, but that won't work. I'm throwing it in Bump Set Spike. There it is. Down to the beach I'm strolling. Rockin' and rollin'. Down to the beach I'm... Ooh, the launcher. My launcher. Oh my. Captain, the launcher did not complete. Run it again! Down to the beach I'm scrolling. It might make sense if their launcher verifies that you have an account before it puts that much load on a server. Just a suggestion. But the seagulls poke at my head. Stop that. Sorry, guys. I'm losing my mind. So we got our head, and we're working on chest. Look at that hot, sexy chest. Now, why can't I edit the vector? What's your vector, Victor? Requesting clearance, Clarence. Rockin', rockin' and rollin'. And down to the beach I'm strolling. So why can't I do this here, but I can't do it there? Here, there, everywhere. Let's go back to chest. The bunny, the house of Bunny. Rockin', rockin' and rollin'. Down to the beach I'm strolling. But the seagulls poke at my head. Stop that! So Dev, can you explain the whole David Hasselhoff Germany thing? What was that about? What about Hasselhoff spoke to Germany so much? The Hoff. All right. Rockin', rockin' and rollin'. Down to the beach I'm strolling. But the seagulls poke at my head. Stop that! Down to the beach I'm strolling. The Hoff. Okay, now suddenly we can... I guess I just needed to... Wait, why is it making it white? Why is it making it white when I delete? What? So it was just a made-up thing here. Because for some reason, It was like, oh, he's real big there. And it's like, really? So he was just, ironically, in the most American fashion, he was capitalizing off of off the situation. He's like, there's a bunch of TV screens there. I am going there. Down to the beach I'm strolling. Didn't he have like a ridiculous outfit on too? Wasn't it like lights or something? It's like very Elton Johnny. Rockin', rockin' and rollin'. Why is it making it white? I don't understand, Deb. I don't understand. Everywhere around the world. Wait, that's not him. Oh, God. That was such a strange, what a strange time. Celebrity was so strange in like the 80s. Late 80s, early 90s. It was weird. That's what I have to make, Pooh. That's sort of my problem right now. It doesn't exist, so that's what I'm having to create. That's literally what I'm having to create. Let's see. I think the wall should have stayed up. Oh my God, look at that blur. Oh yeah. Yeah, no one's singing along. It sounds like people are singing along because he did that thing they did back then, which is you pay a choir to sing along to your song to make it sound bigger than it is. So the song itself has people singing along. So it sounds like people are singing along, but that's probably not what's happening. Yeah, they're just cheering. Yeah, oh my God, it's the backup track. So he... I never noticed that. It's the entire song with the backup track, and he sings along to it. So this is like when he goes to a concert or something, or plays at like a oh my God. So when he stops singing, that's literally the song. How did I never know this? It's fraudulent. Right. They would just be like, who is this guy? It's music. Yeah! It's just music. What's that? I've never heard it before. What's happiness? Right, okay. This is it's so funny to think about. There's got to be better versions of this. Well, you can do that without having a proper model. What you need to discover is the rec size for each sprite of the model. Yeah. So that's so I think what I'm gonna honestly, I think that I think the best way to figure this out is to paint a grid. Just like how we have this grid background stuff going on here. We need to be able to paint some sort of checker box thing so we can math this out. And then we can have different colored checker boxes for each arm and everything like that, so we can figure it out. Maybe we can do this the other way around. Is it possible? Can I just create shapes? Like if I take and add a shape. So you can only do collision shapes. And then there's, how do you do vectors? Isn't there is it polygon? Yeah, polygon 2D. And I can just draw a polygon, right? So if there was some way to, how do I enclose it? Bro. There we go. So we can draw shapes. Is there a way to export this as an image? It's got to be. We can do that. We can take a screenshot. Freedom. I don't know that song at all. That was not a song that they played on the radio. Well, you can do that without having a proper model. What you need to discover is the rect sizes for each sprite part of the model. But it has to bleed over. It has to bleed over because if we're bending this arm, for instance, like this, I got no strings to tie me down, right? So if we're doing some crazy electronic dance moves here, this is like, you know, break dancing. Do 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 boop 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 boop. Then when we bend, right? So all we really need to do is draw a circle from this point of a certain size to be like roughly, you know, and the circle really needs to be as large as however thick you make the element in order for there not to be any weirdness. So basically the rule of thumb is what we need to provide is like you're saying, like a rectangle exactly where it cuts off, and then be like, okay, however thick you make it, that's where you need a circle to indicate the extra stuff you need to include so that when things rotate, they look right. But we know their size, right? Length is 80. Okay, so we can math this. Okay. God. Sorry, guys. I'm just figuring this out. All right. So if we go back, we can math this. We can do this with some math. Can I draw... Yeah, it's a good update. Can I program where this will go in at? Like, I know exactly where I want the rectangle to go, and I know exactly the size I want. Can I tell Krita exactly where I want it? Codex's sleep is jacked. He's got those backups going. It's leaving him awake all night. How'd the backups go? I've been taking my freedom. Let me get my... I'm just going to get my 90s alt playlist going. I don't have Pac-Man on in the background. Good God. What am I doing? Oh, we played this song yesterday. I'm going to play it again. It's been stuck in my head now. Boom, boom, boom. Backed up a single drive so far. Nice. That's the best thing, dude. When you automate and you don't have to even, you just get an email or something in your cron tab, like a, yeah, you get a little terminal message. Ah. Okay, so we're still downloading. This is pretty. Wreck. Boom, 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 boom. Let's just also realize that rsync supports the exact same format of the filter file, so I might move to that to avoid the Docker instance. Yeah, dude, and then you can do compression, and it can, I mean, it depends on how you're doing the syncing, but you can pick up where you left off and everything too. Although I believe you need to, there might be some stuff to that. Let's see. No, we're not going to do Tom's Diner. Not right now. Fun fact, Tom's Diner was what they used to test the MP3 compression algorithm. That was the song they played on a repeat over and over again because it had a good range of sound to test the different compression approaches. I don't know why I know that, but I do. I also, it's disk to disk, so compression might just slow stuff down. Oh, yeah. I remember when I got a simple rsync job going at my with the biotech I worked at for the shipping. It was to get some set of files over to the computer they needed to be able to print for shipping, and got that going overnight. And you know, just the compression flag alone fixed the problem because it was the copy took so long. It took all night long that it wouldn't be ready in the morning. That was an all Mac environment. Which had its benefits, I got to say. In an all Mac environment, you've basically got Unix, right? So but now I guess with Windows that's the way it is now too, technically. So is there a way to build... There's a polygon tool. No, we don't want freehand. So there's no way to build So if I build this out in a vector layer, and then we have our resize. There we go, buddy. Do I have any data about how big it is? That's what she said. What data do I have about how big it is? Nothing. Nada. Uh-oh. There goes my music. The kids are listening to music in the... I want to be able to build a rectangle to my specs. I want to put it where I want to put it. I want it to be a certain size, and I want it to go exactly there and not do it by hand like that. I want to like just punch in some numbers and have it appear on the screen. But it's not looking like it's possible. Maybe we can do this with, if we did it with a marquee and we got snapping going and we got the snaps exactly where we want them. Maybe then if we snap to the marquee. So like we could do this. There's a rectangle. I think we could get away with it this way. Why is my mouse wigging out? I hate this mouse. Look at tool options. You look at tool options. Panel. Panel. Over here. Grid guides. What are we talking about? Where's this mysterious panel you're talking about? This panel, as we say. Settings, Dockers. Why is everyone trying to get me to wear Dockers? Palette. Overview. Tool options. Tool options, man. There they are. Sorry. Hope that's not getting anyone upset. The tool options of the island. All right, here we go. Oh, there they are. Oh, the tools of the Caribbean. All right, so vector, add a vector layer. All the tools. Of the Caribbean. Set the width height, lock it in place, then use the move. My God, he's a genius. My God. My God. Alf, are you reading me? Somebody should make a Metal Gear, faithful Metal Gear remake, but it's the characters from Alf. How do I get out of this? What did I do? F7. Oh, God. Pull up. Pull up. What did I do? Ah! How do I get out of this? No! Hey, Willie. tab. I'm not sure what you did. I don't know what I did either. Ah, there we go. Thanks, buddy. I just had a stroke. All right, so you were saying set the width, height, lock them. Then use the move tool plus tool options to place the pixel XY. Gotcha. Ratio. We want to lock that. Okay. So we'll do 128. Plus 128 plus 64, 92. Height is 92. Let's double check the leg bone. Connected to the thigh bone. Thigh bone's connected to the mere bone. The bone. So it's 96 plus 96. 96. Sorry, guys, I'm losing it. So it should be 96 plus 96. 192. We were off. Oh, I just thought you could do math in the boxes. It's nice. Okay, so then we can just... then we lock it. So 192, 128. And we lock those bad boys. Now... So we have to double it because our ratio, we're twice as big. That's what she said. Or are we 4 times? We're twice as big. So 2. And then this one's 2. There we go. And then we snap to place. So let's do that with, let's get rid of our marquee. Marquee. Oh. Mon Dieu. All right. Okay, we got it. All right, so let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. If I can't play the music, I'll do it in my head. You guys have to suffer through it. Why are we here? Just to suffer? All right. There we go. And then I guess we can do the same thing with the... get a circle going. And the circle needs to be the same as the width. 256. 256. Right. All right. Who's gonna... who's gonna draw me their first character? Sticks! I'm counting on you. It's up to you, kid. All right, we're gonna set the grid up. Let's double the subdivisions of le grid. Oh, that's not gonna work. Spice, final frontier. That'll work. Now we'll put this one here for the other joints. And then what we can do is... Do we have the old settings in this one? Negative. Really? Tool options? Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. So then we just put this bad boy right here. And look at that! My God! Look at that! Okay, so this is the actual... This is le template. Okay, and then the next one just goes up there. So, okay, so, hang on. I'm going to put down my focus music, guys. My chill beats by Greg. Just in case you guys are wondering who I'm listening to most of the time, it's generally Microblank is the user on YouTube, and then Interstellar Bobo Interstellar Space Bobo. Those are typically the two guys I've got on my playlists. So, like, this is Interstellar Bobo. Gonna lower it down just a little bit. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna get the Skeletor. Let's create a new group. I know this is kind of a mess, but we're figuring it out, right? Oh my god! I just realized I could just animate this. I don't even need a character on the screen. I'll just animate the skeleton thing for a while, and we're just gonna have little skeleton guys running around. Ah, shit. I put them on the same vector layer. All right, let's undo this all. New group. Skeleton. Wait, hang on. There we go. Can you paint bucket vectors? I guess you can't. Yeah, Trish, we had a really good experience on the walk. I think the key to getting him to know that dogs are okay is to just maintain positive experiences with them and not engage in the negative ones. Like, do not use the negative, like, oh, there's a dog, it's real excited, and Calvin's really excited now. I'm going to work with Calvin and get him to... doesn't seem to be the right approach. It's like, oh, this is going to be a positive experience, so let's do this one. But if it's like negative, it's not like a challenge to try and get him to like break him down. He's not like a Marine. We don't have to reprogram him, you know? It's just like a human being. It's like, that guy is yelling at me. You know, the best way to handle people yelling at you is to go right and have like 20 people yelling at you. It's like, I guess, I don't know. I'd rather be more balanced and have those guys be the crazy people, you know? Fill setting? Okay. Is that like, here we go. There we go. Sexy ass shit. Sexy ass shit. Sorry. I'll stop cussing. Killing me, Smalls. Ooh, we could do a pattern. What pattern? How do we pick the pattern? Pattern transform. Clearly, I don't understand what the hell this is about. So we're just going to go with foreground color. Just edit the existing vector. How do I even do that? See, these are just magic foreground. Select tool. Is that this one? Oh, what in the Sam hell is this? Oh my God. What? Oh! God damn. Dolomite. God damn, Dolomite. Sorry. I'll be calmer. I didn't even know they maintained their own be right back, adjusting my limiter. Mother of God. My God. Holy Mary. Good gravy. Okay, can we duplicate this? Duplicate lawyer. Lower left lage. Lower left lage. Yelling is contained. Nice. Ooh, I should go grab a drink. I could use some pop. Anyone else want some pop? Okay, so this is interesting because this creates a larger vector area, which is interesting. But anyways. Okay, so we have both of our legs. Lages. Now we're going to do a new vector layer. And I guess we got to change colors now. Let's work with some primary colors. Okay. Oops. So this is upper left lage. There we go. And then I appreciate all the help on this, by the way, guys. You guys are keeping me going with this because this is honestly, this is the stuff when I do want to work on games and I'm solo and I don't have an artist and I want there to be something pretty on the screen. And here I am drawing these janky ass circles, but I'm excited about them. But I can see how this is useful for an artist. I hope this is useful for an artist. This is the junk I need to get back to doing. It's awful, dude. It's such a horrible horrible thing to go through. All right. Because it's just like it's draining for a number of reasons. You want something to look a certain way, but you can't get it to look that way. It's the worst. So this should be our length, right? So if I shrink this, no, that's shoot. Okay, there's that. This is the one. Okay. So length is 80 on both. So 80 times 2 is 160, and then we're going to be 256 on this for the height, and this should be the arm. Something's wrong, Deborah. All right, if we're 80, that's one chunk. 2, 4, 6, 8. 4. Still not right. Oh, because it's an addition to the other. Okay. This appears to be right. And I guess what we'll do is we'll just... Okay, but the math. Le math. The starting joint is 36 out from center. Oops, and we're on the wrong vector layer. Let's go back in time. Gotta go back in time. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You can do it, Codex. My sleep is keeping me from getting going. By the time I wake my wife will be ending her work day within 2 or so hours, and that's not near enough time for me to feel productive. Right. Is there any kind of like writing or getting Steam pages ready? Getting like social media stuff figured out? Is there anything else you could be doing? Are you working on something you're planning on releasing? This is upper right arm, not upper left. I feel you there. I keep thinking I'm right around the corner, and then I ain't. So again, we're to a naming question, guys. I'm doing lower right arm, upper right arm. Should it be right? Should it be arm right upper? Like, what order would you put these things in? I miss being on and leading teams. Dude, I really wish that there's... If I was doing itch, for instance, my focus would be on how do I split profits. Like itch, and I don't think, maybe itch is doing this, but itch should have built-in profit sharing for it, where you can connect multiple itch accounts to it and say, split the proceeds of this sale to these 3 accounts, right? That's the missing link for, I think, indie people to be able to like get teams going easily. And there's a ton of tax reasons why that's not even possible, and I get it. But if somebody cracked that nut, that would be amazing. And who knows? Maybe there's a payment system that handles this stuff automatically that I don't know about. Like some sort of banking system that'll be like, look, or accounting, I don't know. But give us your money and you can split it out how, you know. But if you're doing an indie team and it just was an easy way to split that money out and for little games to pop out and stuff, I don't know. I feel like, because I know what you mean working with a team and I'd love to be able to do that, but I also want to try to be making money. Hey, it's downloaded. Going at it from different perspectives. For me, if I don't start making some sort of side money with this, I just gotta get back to work. So it's kind of all or nothing at this point. That's the irony too of like what I'm working on right now is sort of not what I want to be working on. I don't know. It could be tomorrow, to be honest. It's tough because the thought enters my mind often where it's like, I probably should just... Yeah. It just feels like I should just drop it all and just focus on my daughter's schoolwork and all that stuff. But we need to be making money too. I don't know. It's been tough. It's been a little stressful. And then, you know, things with my, there's my mom's health and everything with the cancer and all that. So that it's hard to keep going and not feel like I'm a fool who's like being a dumbass. That's what I mean, Pooh. I don't know. I feel like I should be doing it right now. I should just go and get a job right now. Yeah. My mom's got stage 4 lung cancer. Yeah. We lost 4 people this year alone. Yeah. And, you know, the medicine seems to be working good. And thankfully, she's not having to do chemo. But it does feel like, yeah, it just feels like it's tough sometimes, you know? But I examine my life through a lens of, am I a good person? Like, if I'm dying, am I going to look at what I've done and be like happy with who I was and that kind of thing? And so that sometimes that makes me do some like kind of radical shifts. From the outside perspective, it may seem that way. But it's I got to see this through, right? So, oh my God, I think this is a great way to do this. So really all that's left here is the chest. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's a good, I mean, this is good because I can animate without having to worry about the art right away. So I can start animating these boxes. Right, exactly. Well, that's the funny thing about when you're just working a job and you're making money. Cause like I had no problem. Cause the thing about a job is your work is cut out for you. And this is totally different. This is like going to college. Like, and I guess college even cuts your work out for you, right? So this is more like a thesis paper where it's like you start from nothing and you have to follow this thing through, right? So like making a game from scratch is like that. But when the jobs that I've worked, it was like I need this thing to happen, so I'm going to make it happen, right? And it's like so long as I'm doing my job, I never seem to run into any problems. Cause and it's often it's like I got the blank page problem a lot when I was working at the biotech company that I worked for, where it was just like this thing needs to happen, this thing needs to get to this over here, and this blah 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 blah, and it's like make it happen, and it's like all right, let's go. But some like I don't know. I guess the in between problems were so much easier to manage, and then like with the software stuff, it is a different space. But a lot of what I was doing was software, so I don't know. I don't know. But it's hard. The thing about the doubt thing is the creeping problem, because when you're getting paid to do something, the doubt, it kind of gets washed away for me, where it's like, okay, I can just go, right? And I think that's why for indie people, they like grab it, like, give me a publisher, please, because I need to not worry about that side of thing, right? And with this, there's literally, this whole thing could fucking fail. And so it's not like, it's not the same in that way where it's, you know what I mean? Learning from them, teaching them, having a common goal. Like I have X, Y, to Z, but I also have ABC. I'm mid 1, 2, 3, and I need to do it all exactly. But yeah, and then for me, there's that looming, like, you must be making money. 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 Why are you spending your time on this if you're not making money, right? Because I'm self-employed. And so it's just like must make money. Like that's just like the constant theme. Yeah. I don't know. And then it's making me choose to do this thing I don't even really like. I like this. I'm having fun with it, but I really want to be working on this other thing, right? So I look at this as like a funding project to hopefully get some amount of money coming in, so I don't feel as guilty working on the other thing as well. And then it's a real question of, okay, really, if I were paying for this, this is always like when you're doing your own thing and you have to figure out how to get people to give you their money, you constantly have to ask yourself and separate yourself from what you're doing and go, what does this need to look like for me to be able to purchase this thing? And like, what is it when I make a purchasing decision about XYZ that I'm entering this space in? What is it I'm thinking about? What makes me make this decision? And so that's like another thing to consider. All right, Pooh. You can tell her that it's like the chibi style. It's chibi art. It's it's a 2 head tall. The proportions are 2 head tall. I could give the actual like proportions for the arms and everything as well if they want that. But that's the idea. The idea is to be able to give this to somebody, the whole skeletal system and everything, and be like, okay, um, put something together, and yeah. But just having this is enough for me to be able to get, because like I had mentioned a few streams ago, we need to have the artist be able to tell which sprite to draw above the other, right? Mariano gave us a really good trick for that. So just using the Y sorting, right? And the order of the sprites. Then we use remotes, and then we get all that, right? So that's that should take care of that. Now I need to actually do a polygon, so I don't know how this is going to work because I've got to draw the lines. So I think I have to just do it by hand. So let's get... We're going to hide all these layers, and I'm going to build the polygon out. But yeah, as far as freedom's concerned and like being able to just go, I would say that biotech company I worked for was the best place for that. I do miss the like. Yeah, I mean, I miss just the kind of having the clear cut. Here's what you need to do. And not saying that it was always spelled out, but just that like, just get it done. Although a lot of it was some shady shit though, and that's why I left. Oh, these are the line tool. No wonder it wasn't working. We need the polygon. Okay. I don't know. Why is the fill not working out? There we go. Hey, okay. Booyah. All right. See, but I got rid of the vector layer. So if we cut this and paste it here. Oh, come on. Snap. Creating guides. Snap to guides. Snap to grid. Snap! Oh, wow. I just yelled at it. It worked. Excellent. Yes. But I feel you, Codex. I feel you on the whole team thing. I still... Okay. Oh, my God. Look at that. Yay. Shout out to Pooh. Shout out. Pooh stack. Pooh. Pooh. Shout out. Shout out. This man is who makes things go brr. Money printer go brr. Maybe, hopefully. How's that? Should we round the feet at the bottom here? If we need to, I think that means maybe the bones for the legs are too long. If we need some like remainder, maybe we keep the same length as the. So we're 96. Our arms are only at 80. So if I export this into, if I use export layers just from the Chibi template, and then we go to, let's put it on the desktop. Oh, yes, Windows. Thank you. Thank you for the shortcut to the desktop, Windows. Thank you. It's right here. Thank you. Why do they keep breaking these things? I'm sorry. Can I just... Seriously. Why is the volume on that so low? Brave browser's all the way up. Shoot. We're going to have to get a different mixer. I wonder if I need to have a separate browser open for the sounds. Because then I can do the levels on the... We're going to have to figure something out, guys. I have no patience. What did they do? What are they doing to you, girl? What did they do to you? You know what? Every time a new release of Windows comes out, it's like that scene at the ending of 7. Like it just keeps getting worse. It's like, no. Like, what's in the box? No. What'd they do to you? No. Where's the desktop? Oh my God. Here it is. Can we pin this? Do I drag it? Gah! No, and see, this is the pretend desktop. This is like the new imaginary land of imagination desktop. Because guess what? Here's desktop. Okay, so can I pin this? Pin to quick access. Oh my God. Okay. Oh God. And then they did this. They did something. They're trying to do something smart here. And I can't get it to the top. Because of how... Okay, well, at least we got it. I used to have OneDrive. Microsoft keeps trying to make OneDrive happen every single time I'm doing something. It's like, oh, you want that on OneDrive? It's like, no. And I installed Office, and it's like, okay, you're on OneDrive now. And it's like, you didn't even ask me. You didn't ask me to do this. What are you doing? I don't just come into your house and rearrange your papers. Get out of my crap. Leave me alone. Is this the same desktop? Yeah, okay. All right. What is this? Here we go. Okay, so it did it by the that's some unnamed thing. So these are the individual elements. So now we can bring this into the game. Oops. No, but Windows and Explorer and like the desktop are just like, it's just awful now. And but let's see, this is not. Let's go. What the hell is home? What the hell is desktop? What is even home? What is this? It's just a list of shortcuts to get to the thing I actually want to get to. What? Why show? Okay. Oh, there's my wife in Italy. That was on our honeymoon. I don't know why I have that there, but I do. What else does this guy? This is that. Oh, he only did one video. Oh, let me check it out. Okay, I think this is the best way to represent it. we might want to change some of the colors around so that they don't clash so much. The green with these blue, this lighter blue doesn't work. See, I feel like the legs are wrong now. Because the feet actually need to end right here. And so this joint is too long. But maybe it's all in my head because of these extended areas that... I don't know. Maybe it's all in my head. Because I'm pretty sure I got the math pretty good. See, and you can't just tell Windows to just default going to your... No, it looks great. Jug for life. No, I like the strokes in the sketchy style. But the point being is that we need something we can give an artist that they can then use. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this, and I guess I could get it into a Photoshop file as well. But this... So probably... So probably the way this should work is there should be a head folder, a folder for each of these things. I'm thinking in Photoshop. And then inside of those folders, there's the skeleton for each of those elements. And then that way the artist can easily hide them when they're working on it. So... So J, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could do a couple of these, and then like head will go in here, and this will be head, and then this will just be called skeleton, and then this one is lower left arm. Skeleton. No. The important thing, what I'll need to add is the pivot points where the joints actually are. The important thing is to just understand that whatever width you set something to. So if the joint, let me finish this up. But if you were to have, so the joints are on these middle points right here where the circles are, right? So the center of this circle, that's the pivot point, right? So however wide you make it, let me go over to something I can draw on. So we'll just go to one of these layers here, and I'll grab the brush. Brush cannot paint. Which one is it? One of these is a free form. Okay, so here we go. So there we go. Too big. Here we go. A little bit bigger. So if this is the center right here, and you make it this wide, then you need to have a circle going like that from the center here of space where you have the fill for like the leftover portion of the joint, so that when it pivots on that point, and the sprite starts to bleed out from behind, or in front or whatever, that it has that ball area. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a circle either. If you think about a boot, for instance, and how that might behave, and so on. So that's another reason why I think it's really critical to have some examples. But the other critical thing is to give the artist the program and have an animation player going for the artist, so when they export, they can just see what it looks like. I mean, it depends on what you're going for. If you're going for like a cybernetic leg, then it might be that you don't even have anything in the center point, and you have like things on the outer sides of it or something, So it really depends on what you're going for, but you need to know that the sprite of everything will pivot at that point there. And that if there's some bleed over, that you need to consider that as part of like what's going to happen. By the way, I'm going to give a shout out tonight. Finally back in action. El's Dragoon. The Return. The Reawakening. El's returns. Nick and Roland are back. They're going to be working on the NES game. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're just going to be talking the whole time. But they've been on hiatus for the summer. Nick actually went to Japan. Japan! Brazil. Bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Oh no. Good luck, Codex. In the end, what you have is sprites as sum of the whole model. Yes, that's correct. So, right now I actually don't have anything I can show you. This is like what it'll look like when you're editing, when I'm doing, so this is like possibly what it can look like. So you see the hinge point, there's, for the front arm right hands here, this is what the sprite actually looks like. And then behind that, just as important, there's a ball area here. This is what I'm talking about. Let me get rid of the doggo cam. I should bring him in. There's just a lot of paperwork right now. Real quick, should provide a simple binary that an artist can see their pieces stitched together with at least a single animation. Yes, no, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So I want to have in the settings or somewhere you can, import your changes and then it'll just show you what it would look like in action. And I might actually build a separate tool altogether for it. So that somebody who doesn't own the program can use to still produce art for sale. And the way it could work is you have your export directory and you tell it use this export directory, and anytime it sees a change, for testing sprite design. Exactly. And the other thing is that tool could act as a packaging tool, because you could, because you have to set the order that the drawing happens in for the Y sorting for the sprites, right? So it could be a tool that packages it all and exports it out to a zip that has a JSON or some additional thing that when and then it's imported into the actual program, it has that additional information that it needs to be able to set the sprite ordering. Except that you see where the bone connects here? There still needs to be a bit of the sprite coming off of that for this particular character model to work right. Do you see what I mean? So I need to include that information in here. I need to add some dots. Right, like right here where the center, where the joints are for the actual skeleton. So this skeleton, I may provide multiple. This might be a first pass at the skeleton even to give to an artist, but this is really just to show the ratios for like chibi and to get them to see it and go, okay, this is like the working space. Is this bone set up the end thing? I'm not sure I follow what you mean. Essentially, all that's going to happen is the sprite is going to get replaced with this art. So we're almost there to test this even to see if this will work. Yeah, let me just finish setting up these groups. Okay. So I think this is a good structure for oh, that's okay. This is confusing anyways. Don't worry. All right, we're gonna do one more export here for the template, and then we're gonna bring it in and start seeing if we can connect the joints and everything how we want them. God, this mouse's click button just starts to break. The left click, it like unclicks. Or like double clicks or something. I can't even tell. Good luck mowing, Codex. Drink plenty of water. Ah, shoot. I just forgot. What I mean is, if the structure of the bones is already set up and all you will do is to fit the sprite parts, or will you still modify the skeleton to fit the example model? I don't need to do that. So the way that everything's going to work out, hopefully, is, damn it, I just hit OK again. It's going to do it again. Is I build everything to this template, and so long as the artist does it in this like T pose, right? Then, and the points, they do everything where the points line up at these joints, you know, then when those individual sprites are imported, it'll just fit the model. So let me real quick. I need to remember not to save when I do this. I'm going to change the scale image to new size, and see when I do this, the vectors don't scale, if I remember. Hey, it did. Okay. So now we do the export layers. And we do it to the desktop. Ignore invisible layers. And then let's get rid of all this. So now we should have our skeleton here. Yeah. Okay. So if we bring this into man, what a lot of time to spend on this. But this is like, what's great about this and what gets me excited about this is that this is like completely uncharted territory. I feel like I'm heading in a space that is good, because it doesn't feel like everything else. Not only are we going to have this like game system that's going to be completely different, but the whole avatar concept is reworked. So I'm feeling really good about that. So let's put this together and see what we get. So we have a skeleton. Ah, I did it as JPEG. Oh, darn it. That's not what we wanted. If the task beats her. Well, that's good. I think it might be important that I provide, that there's a sample character to work with to see, okay, this is the skeleton, but this is what like somebody's somebody's character looks like in this way. But I feel like, that a tool would be necessary for her to be able to really put it together. Okay. I mean, she would need the layers, all that stuff for sure. Squares down, of course. Go figure. So you should see what's going to happen here pretty soon, Pooh. It'll start to make sense very quickly, hopefully. So, like, if I take the head sprite and I bring this in, the head is literally empty. What did I do? I'm going to export it again. I screwed something up. Ah, damn it. It got me again with the damn JPEGs. Fuck. Why does it keep changing? Like, that's the little interface stuff that I wish people would spend a little more time on. I hate that stuff. Okay. So there's the head. And then we just start going through everything. So for the torso, we go chest. Okay, so something's off already. The head's in the right spot. Torso is off. It needs to be lower. Everything needs to be lower. Like right there, actually. that's right. It's all relative from the... I'm gonna have to adjust it all. No, it's fine. This is this is just getting everything plugged in. Let's just do the upper left arm bone to find out, right? So sprite. It's because the sprite is relative to the positioning of the bone. So it makes things a little weird. Why are we rotated? Where's the bone? What happened to the bone? Calvin ate it. Gotta bring that guy in here. Okay, there we go. Is there a website you can go to check Square? It's been down since 1 today. There you go, Trish. Here's a funny thing about the head bone. Huh? People are pissed. Wait, on about your stuff? I would post a thing saying Square's down right now. Sorry. Are they? No, about Square. Oh, just in general. So we can start to build out the things that we need in order to do the that's the original outline for the Okay, I think we're going to change some things about the Anyways, I'm feeling good about this. Thank you for the approach suggestion. Damn it. God, this dragging problem with my mouse. It's such a good mouse, and it's like got this stupid problem. Well, I don't know if I would say I know what I'm doing because we still got to get some art in there. But we'll be able to set up the animation stuff, and we can actually start animating and even doing the like put it back into this system, and we'll have these stupid skeleton outlines, but we'll be able to maybe make it come alive now. But that's too long of a title. Damn it, it did it in JPEG again. Ah! Yeah. Well, I ended yesterday. I ended early. I was just defeated. I lost. I was super hungry. That was a big part of it. Because I neglected to feed myself, so that didn't help. But I was frankly just shot. Ah. Damn it, did it again. It's fucking driving me nuts. I'm glad that there's a group of people that are doing that. Oh, crap. I like to think we're influencing each other. I'm going to close and reopen. What happened to lower right arm? Ah! Yeah. No, they're all great. And it's funny because, like, um, I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's that lizard brain in me that's like, I'm not an appealing streamer because I'll get people to be in my chat for a long time and then I'll shout out other people and then they'll stop showing up in my stream and be like, they must be busy or whatever. And then I always end up rating these guys and then going into their chat and I see them in there and I'm not like mad or anything, but it's also like, oh, that's a bummer. Like, I wonder, is it my project? Is it me? You know, like I start to get all full of self-doubt. Lower right arm. There we go. Okay. But the way I figure it is, you know, it's helping find the audiences for people. And, you know who remembers and who doesn't. And that's the most important thing in my mind. Okay, I think I figured something out as well. I figured something out. Exactly. Well, exactly. And I think that's a big part of it. Like, I do recall I was in the 30s when I was doing certain things. And it's like, okay, if I was doing this to make money streaming, I would completely change how I'm going about doing this. All right, I'm gonna go grab something to drink. I'll be right back, guys. We'll get the legs going here in a second. This is going good though. I'm really excited about this. At least I can start animating something and kind of go back to programmer brain. Because I need to build the tools for the artists. And I was doing the art, and it's just going to kill everything for me. My motivation on top of making progress on the app. Something like that, right? You should stream, though. Okay. I'll be back. Ugh. I'll get that Pac-Man cabinet going while I'm gone. off for you, okay? Give me a second. Hang on. Whoa, whoa. You stinker. I said let me clear it off. Let me clear it off. No. Let me clear it off. These are all papers we gotta put away and shred and scan and get rid of. He's turning into okay, I'll take it. The timing is perfect. He's turning into such a handsome dog, and he's turning into such a good dog too. He's getting really, I think he just needed to know he was safe. He's a good boy. He's getting to a good boy. Yeah, I just gotta mic up. All right, are we hot? Seems like it. Okay, it might be a little hard to hear with the music, so I'm gonna pause that. And then we'll set the timer for 10 and get that going. I feel you though, Pooh. I don't think there's anything wrong with what you're talking about with the work that you want to do as far as like increasing your pay and stuff like that. Well, hell yeah, do it. Like, there's nothing to feel bad about. It's only a good thing. All right, 10 minutes. So I think I threw away my old printer, and I'm kicking myself because it had a flatbed scanner on the top. What I really want is one of those document feed scanners that you just feed it through the thing and it just scans it real quick. Because what I need to do is start scanning some of these old papers so I can just shred them. Kind of at a loss where to start right now. You know, you have your dream of like how, or your imagination of how something is going to play out. And I imagine how this might work, but there's no telling in the end. He's eaten 4 USB cables. We've lost 4. I feel bad for not doing my project as much as I should. But I mean, it's a timing thing. If you don't have the time or whatever, you can't really feel bad about it. Hey, no, come on. Come on. Calvin, you're hearing me. Hey, come on. Let's go. Show how good you can be. Go be a good boy. Come on. Come over here. I'll give you some pets, okay? You want some pets? You want some pets? Let's go out. I'll give you pets on the way out. That'll be good, right? Yeah, you got your teddy bear. Teddy bear is a good toy to play with. Nothing wrong with teddy bear. Huh? I'm not teddy bear. Get up here. Get up here. Oh, there's my boy. Oh, he's got my arm. He's got my arm. No. Teddy bear is better, okay? Come on. Get up on the couch, bud. On the couch, but not me, okay? Not me. The couch and teddy bear. Dude, can you stay out of this stuff? Calvin, can you just not do this? Can you stay out of this? Come on. You're such a good boy. Keep being a good boy. Keep being the goodest, most handsomest doggy there ever was, okay? Keep being the goodest, most handsomest doggy there ever was, okay? No. Calvin, don't start this up. Don't start it. Don't start it. Hey. You want the big hard scratches, don't you? You want the big hard scratches. Hey. Stop it. Stop. I gotta kick you out. That's it. Short-lived. Let's go. Out. Didn't realize how hot it was in here. Gotta send a text to my daughter really quick. So this shelf is got to become my daughter's class, more of my daughter's classroom stuff, because I can't work with it because it's so cluttered right now. So I need to find a way to make that work. And the only way I can like kind of manage all this is if I have a place. It's more spread out even. if I were to focus, my project would hardly take more than 1 to 2 months of work, an hour a day to get the MVP state. The procrastination is strong. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. My wife and I are like, let's spend the night working on all this stuff and everything, and then the day is over and all we want to do is just like watch something and snuggle. So it like really, it's hard to find that energy to push past all that, especially with the kids. It's also like I'm like, oh, let's go out in the office and we can put on something on the TV while we work. And right now I've totally lost the damn remote to the TV, and it's one of those TVs where you can't use it without the damn remote. It's ridiculous. So like there's no way to even use the TV right now. Although there is an approach that I haven't tried that I could try. Just it's occurring to me at this very moment. No. No joy. And the remote thing freaks me out because it's like, did Calvin get it? But I'm pretty sure he didn't. Which, by the way, if it did fall in somewhere, it would fallen into this. Maybe. Which it doesn't look like. Oh, but see, he was chewing this up. Oh, God! No! Not the dog! No! 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 Oh, man. The pooch. He got it. The papers. Now. How did he do it? He's a bad doggy. I found more papers we gotta shred. Or no, these are all, oh my God, these are all manuals. It is a story of a man named Manuel and his love for instructions. I love to read things that tell me the order of things. And a family that disowned him for his love. It is ridiculous that you like to follow directions. One man's journey to read instructions. All right, that's it for now. Back to work. Back to the other work.
And there it is. The audio disappeared. One man's desire. When Pooh redeemed a room clean, he had no idea what would happen next. I have no idea what will happen next. This September, Ding Dong. Who is it? My butt. Oh.
Okay, there's left lower leg sprite. You see we're keyed in right in the center of the bone. This is the trick to it all. Finally figured this out. So I can reverse engineer this to get everything exactly right. So we know our offset. Technically, between these two vectors, we need to match them up. But, so like I did it by hand. Whoa. It would go something like that. But we got to get it there ourselves. Also, there's a little bit of a ghost this summer. Hogwarts will never look the same. Ah, this mouse. Let me drag things, please. This is literally how I interact with my everything. Why is this one up and this one isn't? That's weird. I have checked the couch. It's not there. Yeah, it's just it won't show up in the network. The thing you were talking about with the upper left leg. Why is that one so on par? I don't understand. So why is this one, this rotation 0? That rotation's 90. This rotation's 90. That's our problem. We want this rotation to be 90. This to be 0. Is that right? Or should it be 90 like this? And this one is wrong. This seems right to me. So why is the sprite I don't understand. Why is this one so offset? There we go. Okay, so the starting transforms were off. That's what was throwing everything off. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, and then let's check the right upper arm. See, we want this to be 0 and this to be 90 so that our working rotation is correct. For the starting rotation should be 0 for, I feel like this is right. And then we got to fix the sprites. So that means we actually need to lower arm sprite. Then this needs to be 90. Oh, Lord. I am Lord. La 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 la. Lord, Lord, Lord. La 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 la. I am Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Ooh, are my boys on? The boys are back in town. Bum, bum, bum. Boys are back in town. Let's see. Bam, bam, bam. Boom. Bum, 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 bum. Boom. Boys are back in town. Boom, 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 boom. Boys are back in town. What is the dog doing? I could bring him back in. He was being a bad boy. But we could try and bring him in. What the dog doing? How's it going, Johnson? Ooh, Johnson, I hope you stick around. Because once I'm out of here, we're going to raid L's Dragoon. I don't know if you've seen L's stream. But he is working with a friend, and they're making a NES game, like a legit NES game, 802 assembly, the whole nine. And it's using a combination. Let me do a shout out real quick to Worms, just in case something happens. Shout out L's Dragoon. They're building it. It's gonna use so much ridiculous stuff. It's gonna use the Zapper along with the Rob the Robot and an NES controller. So it's a 2-man team. One's the programmer, one's the artist and sound guy. Really cool stuff. So what we finally determined is we needed to build so we've got a skeleton that we've built, and I don't have to look at my ugly art. And so I can animate this, and then I can chip away at the art and not feel completely defeated. So you finally know what you're doing. I think so. But now that we've got this skeleton worked out, we can give this to artists. It's on multiple layers, and I'm trying to set it up so it's friendly to PSD documents. And then I'm going to have my own Krita version of it for folks. But I'm trying, Mariano. I'm trying. What problems are that? Your armature is front posed. Shouldn't be. I've got, you'll see the skeleton's got a slight angle to it. Yeah, it's 3/4. See right here? And see how the arm comes in a little bit more on this side? It looks like it's front posed because there's no drawing to it. I will. I'm just I will. Yeah, I will. I will. I totally know what you're talking about. That is in the right now. I'm just trying to get it lined up to the skeleton again. But yeah, I'm gonna also have little circles with a plus in them for where the joints actually are, and all that kind of stuff as well. To get this kind of making sure it was right. Let me show you. Where's the skeleton that I was using? It took me so long to get to this point too. This should show it. It's not showing it right now. I noticed that there's some issues with Krita and vectors. Rick should be behind hip as well. Our leg. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Also our arm. Okay, yeah. I can do that in like 2 seconds here. But the main thing is I just wanted to get the elements out, get them into the skeleton to see that I could animate with this. But yeah, that's all here. I'm also having like major problems with my mouse. And this is kind of embarrassing, but my right button on my mouse keeps auto firing or something. And I don't know why. And I think it's on its last leg. But it's a really nice mouse. It's a Logitech M705. It's got like a weighted roller and everything, but it's on its last days. Oh, I love it. It's a great mouse. It's lasted me years. Me too, but I can only steal it while Cricket sleeps. It's nice and heavy, and it has like, I mean, I've used it so long that the bottom of it's gotten so smooth, and I don't think I could, like, if I replaced it, it wouldn't even slide as smooth as it does now. It's like super polished just because of use. But at least we'll be able to animate. So the good thing about this is we're going to be able to animate without needing to look at my crappy art. And I feel like animating something like this is even better because it'll be able to read. Like it's so clunky looking that I'll be able to tell if my animations are reading good enough without having the artwork be a crutch and kind of lie to me about some of that. So I'll have to exaggerate the animations a bit more, I think, this way, which I hope is a good thing. It's not quite right. Here we go. Okay. So now we need to get back our kinematic stuff. And we know that we're right because on each sprite, the center point ends up being just about right at the neck. So we could select each sprite and see that it lines up at the neck. But the entire rig is based around the hip. And the... okay, so... let me give a shout out to Mariano, by the way. Speaking of NES, I think a bit inspired by what Els is doing. Mariano is working on a NES emulator inside of Godot using GDScript. And he's actually making a ton of progress. We've got sprites on the screen. We've got scrolling happening. It's crazy what he's doing. So shout out to Mariano. Mariano also contributed to the original tile set system inside of Godot, at Godot 3, 2 or whatever when that came out. And some people actually prefer that to the new one. I'm just saying. But it's time. Let's give the best raid possible that we can to Els. I'm going to bell. Normally I go on a little bit longer, but these guys are worth checking out. Please check them out. I'm going to get the raid going. And I hope you guys have a good night. I'll be watching. I'll be in the chat. And I will see you guys tomorrow. This is a really good stopping point as well. This is like a really good point to stop at. So, look, all 4 members of Impractical Jokers mixed into one person. Are those the guys that make those videos, those YouTube videos? Maybe they have I think they have it's like a cable thing, right? Well, thanks for that, Turtlebox. You have a good one. It looks like you've chatted before. No, this is just joined. All right. So, anyways, be sure and follow me, Turtlebox. I'll see you later. All right, guys. All right. Much love.